Hello, everyone out there. Cassandra Maki, continuing with my sweet summer Oni. And if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. And always remember that the most important character in the story is you, the reader. Well, let's get it up. I sit frozen in shock, my heart racing. Why is she asking if I have Oni blood? I know you heard me. Utsuro smiles at me. It's a dingy smile and a smile that confuses me. How could she be so pretty and so scary at the same time? You have Oni blood in you, don't you? What do I say? I'm not sure. Utsuro lets out a charming, light laugh.
Don't joke.
Stupid boy! If you are not sure, then you already know the answer. She leaned in closer, even closer, katana pressing onto my neck. You're just too afraid to accept the truth. Sumari lifts herself up as much as she is able to. He can't have Oni blood in him. I would have sensed it. I would have known. I think deep down you know the truth. You Oni are many things, but you aren't foolish. Utsuro paces in front of me, casually swinging her katana from side to side. She flings that thing around like it's just an umbrella or something. Surely you know that finding him in this area was no coincidence. I sit up slightly, my interest piqued. Why this area? Everyone knows the legend about the Oni emerging from these mountains. The tall tales about Oni emerging from the Suji trees. Oni that can travel through time and space with the snap of their fingers. Utsuro smiles unpleasantly. Oni, those tall tales are actually true. And you, my strange boy, are from the descendant of the tallest tale of all. Beside me, Sumari and Katie both sit up, their eyes wide. You don't mean... Utsuro suddenly drops to one knee before me. She places a gentle hand on my chin, drawing my face towards hers. Beauties! My heart pounds. Shutten Doji! She runs her finger. She turns my face slightly with her eyes narrowed as if I'm a statue she's been hired to evaluate. You know, all the drawings of Shutten Doji are handsome. I suppose it makes sense you'd get a cute nose and strong jawline of his. Maybe it's a tension of the situation. Maybe it's a playful tone in her voice or the touch of her fingers. Whatever it is, it makes me blush. It makes me blush a lot. I avert my eyes, but it's already too late. No need to be embarrassed. Utsuro's finger trails up my face as she stands up. It sends a shiver down my spine. I was merely making an observation. You know, Shutten Doji. Silence! Sumari's tone is deadly serious. Well, we aren't supposed to talk about Shutten Doji. Even Katie looks concerned. What should I do? More details. Why aren't you allowed to talk about Shutzendoji? The only sisters give me a silencing glare. Yaruko, on the other hand, looks delighted. And you're curious, too. Just like your ancestor. Yaruko, stop! This stuff is serious. It's scared. Have you been keeping information from the poor boy about his own kind? Great! First I'm an idiot, then I'm a strange boy, now I'm a poor boy? There's nothing more important than to learn about your past. I have to be honest with you, Yaruko! Yaruki! I don't think this is about helping Utsuro-chan. I think this is about stirring the pot. Have you gotten bored? There aren't enough Oni for you to fight her anymore. Yaruko and Katie exchange an icy glare. Yaruko suddenly burst into laughter again.
Don't joke.
There would probably be more Oni for me to cut down if the rest of you weren't as strong as Shutzendoji. How strong was he? I can see Katie facepalming out of the corner of my eye. Shutzendoji was the strongest Oni of all. Some refer him as Oni King. His power were vast, incalculable, and fearsome. The people of Japan feared him for decades. Why did they fear him? They didn't. Humans like to make up these stupid stories to tell around campfires. Yaruko's eyes narrow, becoming cold and predatory. Humans keep records, you know. Records of the people that Shutzendoji slaughtered. And those records happen to include several of my ancestors. An icy wind seems to wash over the conversation. Katie simply rolls her eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sure you were very close to your great-great-great-grandparents. Yaruko manages a smirk. Your medical jokes aside, his reign of terror is no campfire story. It is recorded and it is true. I know he spent quite a bit of time up here. It seems he must have fallen for a human. I glanced to the Oni sisters for guidance, but they only look lost. They gaze at the ground in a daze, trying to reconcile what they've been taught with this information. Why aren't you allowed to talk about him? His power, his reign have marred our history timeline. He was a fan of popping in and out of timeline whenever it pleased him. And on top of that, he had some other unique abilities. Those are just legends. Aren't they? What unique powers? He had the ability to increase power of Oni around him. With his ability, he could form an unstoppable armies, which he did. His abilities were unlike anything the world has ever seen. In a flash, Yaruko draws her katana again, brushing it lightly over my palm. And that same blood flows to you. Ouch! Was that really necessary? Summer shakes her head, her fury rising. I don't believe he's an Oni. No, I know he isn't an Oni. Somebody gazed at me, pleading with emotional eyes. Right, Utsuro-chan? What should I do? I'm not so sure. Yaruko may be right. Besides me, Sir Murray seems to shrink. She shakes her head slightly in disbelief. Yaruko casually leans on a tree. She wipes off her katana with a pure white cloth. I'm not known to be wrong. Yaruko inches towards us, katana glistening in her left hand. Isn't that supposed to be a bad luck? Now I'm determined you're all Oni. I'll eliminate you. I have to eliminate you. No hard feelings, truly. But it's destiny, my destiny. Yaruko raises her katana. What do I do? I grip my teeth, rising to my feet as quickly as I can. I step closer to Yaruko, forcing her to stop. My heart pounds. She could kill me right this second. Take me, not the girls. Charming, very charming. But I'm afraid I have to take all of you. Once again, Yaruko raises her blade. Utsuro-chan, don't be stupid. Please don't get hurt. As the blade nears me, I react on instinct. What do I do? I leap to my left as quickly as I can, only to be met with her blade. Utsuro-chan! I throw it onto the ground in pain. Yaruko stands over me. There is no pleasure on her face, just a look of disappointment and obligation. I clutch my bleeding arm, my heart pounding. Is this the end for me? God, if I had only dodged right. The Oni sisters raced to my side. Why did you jump in front of our sword? Were you trying to die? Are you okay? Tell me you're okay. The concern in somebody's voice is painfully heavily. Beside her, I could see Katie's hands shaking as she looks for something to use as a bandage. Are you okay, Utsuro-chan? I'm only bleeding a little. I glance to the side. There's a pool of red underneath my arm. That's not a little. Oh boy, that's not a little. Katie pressed her hand on my arm, trying to stop the bleeding. We need to get you taken care of. I think I have to take care of something else first. I'm not afraid. This has to end today. This world just isn't a place for Oni. Shall I take the boy first? I feel a wave of energy washing over me. For an instant, I feel like I can't breathe. What's happening? Is something unlocking in me? Only then I glance to my left. I see Sumeri rising to her feet. There's undeniable energy pouring out of every inch of her. She seems almost to glow. No, I think I'll take you first, Yaruko. Sumeri launches forward at the lightning speed. I watch in amazement, my jaw practically on the floor. I've never seen her use her power like that before. She slams an unsuspecting Yaruko against the tree. Yaruko grunts. Ah! I see, so you were going easy on me before. An animalistic energy washes over Yaruko. She slices forward mercilessly, but Sumire dodges her blade with ease. The fight is in mind-blowing display of power and expert training. Yuruka slices at Sumire again and again, but Sumire evades her almost on instinct. It's like she was born to fight. What's your excuse now? Are you still going easy on me? Are you regretting trying to kill a member of my family now? A member of her family? Is she talking about me? I have no regret. This is my destiny. This is my... Suddenly, Sumire kicks Yuruka to the ground with such strength that she sinks onto the earth. Sumire stands up over her menacingly. A light begins to encircle her as she prepares to give her a finishing blow. A sickening feeling washes over me, and I glance at Katie and Sumzuna. I see I'm not the only one. She's doing exactly what Eureka said we do. We're not that bad guys, are we? My stomach turns. I only have a second to get Sumire, so I do it. I race forward, standing over Yuruko. My hands shake as I wrap my arms around Sumire. Utsuro-chan, no! I clasp Sumire in a tight hug. As her powers are unleashed. The feeling is indescribable. As shocking and as electricity, as painful as fire, and as chilling at the same time. It surges through my whole body, but I only hold on tighter. Let go! What are you doing? Sumire stares at me in horror. Tears pour out of her eyes, but she can't stop the energy pouring out of her. We stand there suspended in time. Then I fall to the ground. Utsuro-chan! Katie is the first thing I see. Suzuna pops up behind her, tears racing down her face. Behind her, Sumire sits in a heartbroken heap. Sumire looks at her hand in horror. I'm okay, Sumire. This isn't even true. Why did you do that? Yuruka stands before me. For the first time, she looks weak, small. I had to. Even my own words seem to have electricity in them. I've never been saved by Oni. I've never. Yuruka's blade drags along the ground. She looks as though her entire world has shattered. I owe you my life. I owe my life to you. She struggles with a hidden internal conflict for quite some time. Do you promise not to hurt humans? There's only one I want to hurt right now. Yuruka winces slightly. Are Oni hunters even considered human? Do you promise not to hurt any humans? Of course we promise. She looks over all of us and then nods to herself. Then I'll be on my way. Don't make me come back. In a flash, Yuruka disappears into the forest. The girls turn their full attention to me, the tears still wavering in their eyes, threatening to spill over. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Why would you do such a thing? What do I say? Because you're my family. I care about you. The tears spill over. Suddenly the girls all pile up on my chest, hugging me. If I wasn't in so much pain, it'd be the moment of my dreams. We care about you too, Utsuro-chan. I know we give you a hard time, Mainly Summery. Summery smiles at her sister. I know we give you a hard time, but you mean the world to us. It's only been a short time, and you've already given us a home. Suzuna looks at her hands, trying to hide her tears. We've never had a real home before, and that's why you can never do anything like that again. I had to protect you. I know that wasn't you, Summery. It wasn't? And you recognize that Summery placed her hand on her heart. I lift my hand with what little energy I have left. Gently, I wipe the tears away from her face. You're my family. It's my job to keep you safe. Suzuna wraps her arms around me. I can't help but jolt in surprise. She's usually so scared of me. Does she actually care? We're lucky to have found you, Utsuro-chan. We've been wandering for so long. We'd been scared for so long. You don't have to be scared anymore. We were hungry too, Suzuna, don't forget that. You won't ever be hungry again, I promise. Suddenly the pain rises. I wince and clutch my arm. All three girls suddenly grab my arm. Katie placed her hands on my face. Just focus on me, okay? You're there for us, and we're here for you. We're going to take care of you and make the pain go away. For some reason, I feel tears starting to rise in my eyes. Katie and Suzuna wipe them away without a second thought. I haven't felt this safe since I was a child. Is this what home is supposed to feel like? Summery tries to care for my wound. She grunts in frustration and looks around desperately. It's too much. He's covered in wounds. The pain continues to intensifying it. My vision begins to blur. What should I do? Please, try and heal the wounds here. I can't move. The idea of moving even an inch makes my stomach churn. Okay, Utsuro-chan, we'll treat you here. I feel my head raise ever so slightly. Through the haze, I realize I'm resting on Katie's thighs. She's painstakingly wiping sweat from my brow. Is he going to be okay? He's going to be fine. He'll be fine. The uncertainty in her voice is heart-stopping. The girls continue to talk, but I can't make out a single thing they're saying. It's all a blur. Everything is a blur. Slowly I feel the inky blackness overtaking me, and then there's nothing. Alright everyone, here's the end of the episode. If you all liked this video, punch that like button in the face like a boss and high fives all around. And if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. And always remember that the most important character story is you, the reader. Cassandra Maki, out.